Man fatally stabbed in Waterford, Portmore. A man was fatally stabbed in Waterford, Portmore, St. Catherine on Saturday. He has been identified as 39-year-old Aaron Bonner of a Greater Portmore address. The police report that about 11 a.m., Aaron was stabbed along Grove Avenue in Waterford. He was assisted to the Spanish Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The Waterford Criminal Investigation Branch is probing the incident. Spanish Town woman accused of using fake certificates for teaching job application. A St. Catherine woman who allegedly submitted fraudulent documents to a school for a teaching position has been charged. She is 28-year-old Sunny Bailey of Fraser Content in Spanish Town who has been charged with fraud. Bailey was charged on Saturday. Reported that on August 29, the accused applied for a position of English teacher at a high school in Spanish Town and submitted accreditation purportedly from the Shortwood Teachers College and the Caribbean Maritime University. Upon receiving the documentation, verification checks were conducted, and it was revealed that Bailey had never attended or received certification from either institution. The matter was reported to the Spanish Town Police, who launched an investigation. Bailey was subsequently arrested and charged with fraud. A court date is being finalized. Loan officer accused of embezzling customer payments over several months. A loan officer has been charged with embezzlement after allegedly collecting loan payments from a client over several months without depositing them into her loan account. Charge is 41-year-old Kimberly Ricketts of 3 North Greater Portmore in St. Catherine. It is alleged that between Wednesday, March 5th and Thursday, June 19, Ricketts had been collecting loan payments from a client over the course of several months without depositing them into her loan account. After paying a total of $171,000 to Ricketts, the complainant reportedly became suspicious due to inconsistencies and made a report to the police. An investigation was launched and Ricketts was arrested on Friday, September 5th after being pointed out by the complainant. She was subsequently charged. A court date for her is being finalized. Furniture maker charged with fraudulent conversion after failing to deliver goods. A furniture maker has been charged with fraudulent conversion after he allegedly accepted $100,000 down payment to make 2 pieces of furniture but failed to deliver the items. He has been identified as 36-year-old Ryan Bromfield, otherwise called Eggy, of Garden District in Whitehouse, Westmoreland. According to police reports, Bromfield was paid over $100,000 as a down payment for him to make 2 pieces of furniture, which he agreed to deliver within a month. The money was handed over on Sunday, February 2nd at 10 a.m. However, the timeline reportedly expired and Bromfield failed to deliver the items. A report was made to the police and a statement was recorded from the complainant implicating Bromfield. On Saturday, September 6, police conducted an operation at the house of Bromfield, where he was arrested and later charged. His court date is being finalized. Senior Citizens Month comment with National Church Service. Senior Citizens Month comments with a National Church service at the Calvary Baptist Church in Montego Bay, St. James. It's been observed from September 1 to October 1 under the theme Respect, Protect, Empower, Connect. Speaking at the church service, Chief Technical Director at the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, R.J. Dear Williams, urged senior citizens to remain active, engage, and step boldly into their purpose. Mrs. Dear Williams also encouraged church groups to contact the National Council for Senior Citizens to explore the opportunity to work together in service of seniors.
I want to speak directly to our seniors. I call on you, remain active, remain engaged, and step boldly into your purpose. Purpose, you may ask? At my age, for sure. You're still alive, and then you're here for a purpose. In Job 12 and verse 12, we are reminded, wisdom belongs to the aged and understanding to the old. Share that wisdom with your families, your communities, and your nation. Teach, guide, mentor, and pray. Serve in your churches, in your neighborhood, in your schools. Your legacy is not behind you. It is being written now with every act of service, every prayer offered, and every life you touch. Rise up Seniors of Jamaica, and claim your calling. You are valued, you are needed, and you are loved. The Council takes the opportunity to encourage all church groups and administrations to contact us to explore the opportunities to work together in service of seniors. This year, our celebration is guided by the theme, Respect, Protect, Empower, Connect. And these are not just words. They are a call to action, a blueprint for how we as a nation and as people should regard those who have given so much to us. I want to invite all of us to take a few moments to reflect on the significance of what we are being called upon to do.
No relief for elderly SSL victim. A 74-year-old woman is in despair after learning that she is not among the defrauded clients of Stocks and Security Limited SSL, receiving payouts from a compensation fund, distribution from which began 2 Mondays ago. The elderly woman, who spoke with reporters on condition of not being named, said she lost her $60 million inheritance in SSL debacle. However, she said she was informed she would not be a beneficiary of the 4.5% distribution from the SSL Victims Compensation Fund, VCF, which will ensure approved claimants recover a fraction of their losses at this point in time. The reason for her exhaustion, the elderly woman said, is because her funds had been placed in junk bonds, which are often referred to as high-yielded bonds and carried high risk according to Investopedia. I put out a happy, smiling face to everyone, but I haven't recovered. What's going to happen to me? I know I have my kids, but I just have this hopeless, helpless feeling because it's all the money I've had in this world, she shared. The woman said she inherited the money from her father's business and after winning her options, chose to invest it with SSL. For about a year, she received interest payments but got a gut feeling to withdraw the money. She said her attempts to withdraw the funds were twice discouraged by the firm. In January 2023, she woke up to the news of SSL scandal, which centers on the estimated $4.7 billion case of fraud that impacted more than 200 investors, including track icon Usain Bolt. I had to go to the doctor and get put on tranquilizers because it was very, very bad in the beginning. Anytime it comes up, it starts me up again, and I wonder why did I turn to SSL? But that is a question I can never ever answer myself, she stated. According to the elderly woman, investigations revealed that her signature had reportedly been forged and her funds placed in junk bond investment, which she said she now understands has left her off the list of victims to benefit from the relief fund. While acknowledging that junk bonds is not a characterization provided by himself, or, as far as he is aware, any member of the team engaged in the winding up of SSL, trustee Clayton Campbell explained to reporters that the VCF was established by a majority vote of the attendees at the first meeting of creditors and claimants held on October 25, 2024. The objective of the VCF is to pay out funds recovered specifically to the victims of the fraud alleged to have been committed by former SSL employee Jean and Panton, Campbell stated. He said too that some of the clients would consider themselves SSL victims or claimants which impaired investment, which is distinct from the specific victims of the alleged fraudulent activities of Panton. These claimants may have been given bad investment advice and or their funds were invested in high-risk instructions that are not readily realized that is convertible to cash, Campbell noted. These impaired investment and instruments remained a part of the client's portfolios. However, any distribution is contingent on the actual realization of their investment. Campbell confirmed that so far approximately 47 claimants have been identified as eligible for the payout. However, for the claimants whose money is tied up in impaired investment, there is still no relief. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.